GettyCarlos Puigdemont has been arrested in Germany. Mr Puigdemont has led calls for the region to declare independence from Spain. He fled the country in the wake of an illegal referendum on the subject last year, and had been living in exile in Brussels. Father of two, Mr Puigdemont was held after crossing the border from Denmark. On the way to Belgium, he was stopped on the A7 motorway near the German city of Kiel just before 11:30 am local time. His lawyer, Jaume Alonso-Cuevillas, confirmed he had been retained by German police after crossing from Denmark by car. 1. El President Carles Puigdemont ha estat retingut a Alemanya quan creuava la frontera de Dinamarca, de camí cap a Bèlgica de Finlàndia. J. Alonso-Cuevillas, at Jaume Alonso-Cuevillas, March 25, 2018. He confirmed Carles Puigdemont has been retained in Germany when he was crossing the border from Denmark. On his way back to Belgium from Denmark, he added in a second message, he has been treated correctly at all times. At the moment, he is in a police station and his jurisdictional defense has now been activated, Mr Puigdemont's spokesman, Jaume Puigdemont, added. The president was going to Belgium to put himself, as always, at the disposal of Belgian justice. If convicted, Mr Puigdemont faces up to 25 years in prison in Spain on charges of rebellion and sedition for organizing the referendum, which led to a unilateral declaration of independence in October. Mr Puigdemont had been holed up in Belgium since fleeing Spain following the Catalan parliament's unilateral declaration of independence at the end of October. The declaration led to the Spanish government imposing direct rule over Catalonia. Several of his former government ministers were subsequently remanded in jail pending an ongoing judicial investigation. On Friday, Spanish Judge Pablo Larraín reactivated the international arrest warrant he had decided to withdraw in December so it could be reformulated. The decision to withdraw the warrant came amid fears Belgian judicial authorities could prevent Puigdemont being tried in Spain because all the crimes he is accused of by agreeing to extradite him for only a part of the alleged offences. Getty presidential candidate Jordi Turull was arrested on Friday. Mr Puigdemont was stopped by police around midday in Schleswig-Holstein, the northernmost of the 16 states of Germany, on a road leading to Hamburg, and is expected to have to remain in Germany if the authorities there are happy with the arrest order issued by Spain. He is one of a number of independence leaders facing trial in Spain. Separatist leaders have abandoned plans to name a new president after the arrest of the latest candidate, Jordi Turull. Spanish Supreme Court Judge Pablo Larraín ruled that 25 Catalan separatist politicians would face charges of rebellion, embezzlement and disobeying the state for their roles in organizing the vote on secession, triggering protests and clashes with police in Barcelona. A line of policemen faces protesters, a few hours after 25 Catalan politicians were charged. Jamin. Authorities have already informed their counterparts in Spain he has been detained on foot of the European arrest warrant issued by Pablo Larraín on Friday. Angel Garrido, spokesman for Madrid's regional government, said, "Good news for democracy. The German police have arrested Kiel leader Puigdemont, pro-unionist Maria Pilar Catalan, who defines herself on social media as Spanish in body, spirit and language, wrote on Twitter, "I am speechless. Puigdemont to prison. Thank you." Another added, "Good news for this Sunday. Thank you Germany." German police confirmed they had arrested Mr Puigdemont in the northern state of Schleswig-Holstein on a European arrest warrant issued by Spain. In a statement, police said Mr Puigdemont was detained near a section of the A7 highway which cuts through the state from the city of Flensburg, near the Danish border. Police did not say exactly where he was being held. Schleswig-Holstein police are at this point in time unable to provide more details, it said, other than that Puigdemont was taken into custody at 11:19 am. Getty. While the Catalan politicians arrive at the court, where they were charged, Mr Puigdemont is reportedly being held at a police station in Schuby, around 20 miles from Germany's border with Denmark. One Spanish newspaper said he had been arrested at a petrol station on the A7. He is believed to have been traveling in a Renault Espace with a Belgian number plate. A spokesman for Spanish state prosecutors said, following the Arrest of Carles Puigdemont. Spain's state prosecution is in contact with Germany's state prosecution service and Eurojust to make sure they have all the documentation they need. Albert Rivera, leader of the pro-Union Ciudadanos party who has been a vocal critic of Puigdemont and his independence allies, tweeted, "Coup leader Puigdemont's escape has been brought to an end. There should be no impunity for someone who tries to destroy a European democracy, flout democratic laws, fracture coexistence and misuse public funds to do so. The justice system has done its job. Acabó la fuga del golpista Puigdemont. Intentar destruir una democracia europea, sueltas las leyes democráticas, rompe la convivencia. Al malversar dinero público para ello no puede gozar de impunidad. La justicia es su trabajo. https://t.co/18rvs40rbf. Albert Rivera. At Albert Rivera, March 25, 2018. Spanish daily El País said Spain's intelligence service had kept watch on Puigdemont after he left Finland a day earlier than anticipated. It said he was allowed to continue from Denmark to Germany before being arrested because of the close relationship that exists between police in Germany and Spain. Puigdemont was traveling with several people in the Renault Espace he was stopped in, but their identities have not been revealed. The ousted Catalan leader is expected to have to appear later today or tomorrow before a judge who will ask him if he agrees to be extradited to Spain. Most people who refuse extradition from one EU country to another only normally manage to delay their forced return to the nation seeking their extradition. Meanwhile, pro-independence radicals have branded the judge who ordered Carles Puigdemont's arrest a fascist in a graffiti attack on his home. Members of left-wing group ARAN, the youth wing of the Radical Cup party which pushed Puigdemont to make his unilateral declaration of independence last October, daubed the road outside Supreme Court Judge Pablo Larrina's house in the Catalan town of Das with bright paint. The intimidating message they left said in Catalan, "Larrina fascist. Nor in Das nor anywhere else. The Catalan countries will be your hell." Additional reporting by Gerard Cousins.